play against a guy like that? Is it like, wow, like that's one of the top rushers in the country, or you don't think like that?
No, I really don't. I don't think like that, but like we like playing games like that. We had a few games coming to the season like that, like starting off early in the season, our first Big 12 game against Kansas. They have one of the better two running back duos in the country with Puka and Hubbard, and same thing. We just excited because we know how explosive they could be, and then as we shut them down, the defense is good for us.
Have you ever played that many snaps in a game before?
No, it was my first time.
How'd you feel after the game?
After the game, my body was kind of beat up. We had a recovery day the next day, so just get out of recovery and get my body back, way back right, and yeah, like go back at it this week.
You had a couple of shots in the first half, really good shots at sacks, and one where just kind of slipped away. What's the feeling one step before and then when the Ducks under gets out?
Yeah, I mean, it hurts. It hurts. After missing the second sack, I literally cried some tears last week, you know, and it got me back in my groove a little bit. But yeah, it hurts missing those sacks.
But then that's got to feel good. Second half, bounce back and get one.
Oh yes, it definitely felt good finally recovering from the missed sacks earlier in the game. But yeah, it would have been lovely collecting those two as well.
How much did the scheme last week really play to your strengths, do you think?
Oh, it played well. Like it set us up for a lot of one-on-ones. That's what helped me get in the backfield last week, having a 4-down defensive front. So there wasn't a lot of, they couldn't double team certain ways to try to get the open up holes certain ways and things like that. So yeah, set up real well for us.
How creative have you seen Coach Vic have to be all season with the personnel changes you guys have gone through with injuries and everything else?
Oh yeah, I mean I give credit to Coach Vic and the defensive staff a lot because each week they have a good scheme for the offense we're preparing for and try to get us in the best position to make plays. Yeah, it changed up a lot depending on because we have a versatile defense, guys that can do a lot, move a lot. So yeah.
Did your responsibilities change at all going from what you were doing with 3 down to what you did Saturday?
Not much. I mean, I still have my defensive end responsibilities. Just certain plays and packages. I dropped in coverage a little bit, but yeah, not much.
Did the angles change or the matchups change when you are in the 4-man front?
No, not really. Because we play left, right, end. So like sometimes Ruben Jones will be over there, sometimes I'll be over there. So yeah, it wasn't really nothing changing matchup wise.
What was the most snap you played this season? Somewhere 40, 50?
Well, I played like 50, 60. I think NC State game, but then the last game, I played 85 snaps.
Right.
Yes.
Like, is that just all conditioning? Because certainly you don't have the ability to replicate that in game.
Yeah, I mean, we prepare for things like that in the off season. Like I mean, sometimes we say we prepare like a track team. Coach Mike Joseph, yeah, we run a lot, condition a lot coming into the season, and then we still try to keep up with our conditioning during the season, half gashes and things like that after practice. So I feel I was conditioned for it and ready for it last week, and like we talked about earlier in the interview, it was a slower tempo team. Now we play more a pace tempo team, so yeah, you got to prepare for that as well.
Do you like playing more snaps? Like, do you get into a better groove the more snaps you play, or do you tire out too much?
I like it. Honestly, you have more chance to make plays. I mean, you could tire out, but like, especially when the game's on the line like that, like it's either you want it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the mood on the sideline? One play, a touchdown after a week after giving up 5 drives in a row. Just what was different this week about sort of not letting it snowball?
We just sat down with our coach and he just told us like, we're cool, like don't panic, like it's the first play. They took a shot on us. We expected them to be a more running team. They took a shot the first play, so second drive we settled down and just played football as we were coached all week to do.
Did it help at all to have that touchdown drive of your own in between, tie the game back up and start fresh basically?
Yeah, it's basically 0-0 back on the board, and I mean, like they say, if they don't score, they don't win. So like that was our goal, not let them get in the end zone, try to hold them to field goals when they get in the red zone, things like that.
On that last drive that Kansas State had, what was the message before you guys went out?
I mean, like I said, the same message. Like they don't score, they don't win. So we can't break. Like we can bend, but we can't break. We was up 4, so like we could allow a field goal, and we couldn't let them in the end zone. So our thing was somebody make a play. And Hakeem Bailey ended up making the play that sealed the game. Yeah, but we were trying to get like sacks and things like that. I mean, we didn't get to the quarterback like we should have, but yeah, we were just trying to end the drive, get our offense back on the field, and just end the game.
Did you know right away Bailey had it, or did you have to turn around and look? Or
I had to turn around and look, but I should have been watching. Should have been pass rushing a little harder. But yeah, it was a long drive. It was last drive was a long drive. They did a good job moving the ball, things like that. The last drive.
and it felt like that was the first thing all year that's really kind of broke your guys' way on defense. A game turning moment like that.
Yeah, it kind of has been. It's been a rough time, but like we try to come in and fight every week, and like I said, same goal. They don't score, they don't win, so we try to hold them to the least amount of points we could.
Thanks.